Hello students, I'm sorry I'm out today, but hopefully this video can help you learn the lesson and I will be back tomorrow. Each of these scales is a balanced scale. We have to choose one number to put in all of the boxes on this same scale to keep it balanced. So you may only choose one number. For instance, in number 2, whatever you put in one of these boxes has to go in all of them. Obviously that does not work. Talk with your neighbors about what you could possibly put in all of these to solve each of these. So please pause the video, give the class about 5 minutes to discuss this. All right, now, if anyone guessed for the first one, you could have put, let's say, 6. 6 would have worked. You could have put -2. That would have worked. You could have put any number, okay? Any number would work in this example. And that's, we're going to learn, is called infinitely many solutions. IMS, if you like to abbreviate. And that means any number I plug in will work. For number 2, there's only one number that would work. 4. No, I lied. 8. 8, 8, 8, and 8. Because 8 times 4 is 32, and this side equals 32. So this had an answer. X equals 8. This is one solution. For 3, what if I put 7 here, but then when I put 7 here, it would be 27 and 20. That won't work. The moral of the story here is that there will be no solution. No one number, the same number, could be put in both of those squares. For 4, just like number 1, there are infinitely many solutions, or IMS for short, meaning anything you plug in would work. For 5, 10 would have to be the answer. 10 plus 10 plus 10 is 30, so this has one answer of 10. And for number 6, there would be no answer that would work here, no solution that would get you 20 plus some number would equal just that number. So the moral of the story is that we have now 3 scenarios. One solution, when you solve in the equation, you get x equals 3. Cool, just like we've been doing this whole chapter. Now this is something new. When you go about solving the equation, you subtract x, you get 10 equals 20. That's a false statement. And when you're left with a false statement, your answer is no solution. So false statements give you an unbalanced scale. There's no possible solution. If you're solving this equation, you subtract x, 4 equals 4, that's true. Meaning I have a balanced scale and there are infinitely many solutions that I could plug in and this would work. You can come back to that game in a minute. Let's do a couple of these. All right, for letter A, let's just keep the left side and distribute on the right. 3 times x is 3x. 3 times 4 is 12. Now, when I go to subtract 3x on both sides, I end up with 0 equals 12. My scale is not balanced. There is no possible number that would make 0 be equal to 12. Let's try letter B. 2x plus 10 stays, and on the right, I distribute. 2 times x is 2x. 2 times 5 is 10. When you start subtracting your 2x, you're left with 10 equals 10, which is a balanced scale, meaning infinitely many solutions could work here. All right, so let's, you can come back to this in a minute. Let's go to this little activity. Equations do not always have one solution. An equation that is true for all values of the variable is an identity. An identity is another way to say infinitely many solutions. So the solution of an identity is all real numbers. Some equations have no solution. So just looking at this, if you ended up with 0 equals 15, that would mean there's no possible solution, because that's never true. If you end up solving and you get 0 equals 0, that means infinitely many solutions. That's what this category stands for, IMS. Everything I plug in will work. X equals 7, that means I had one answer. That answer was 7. Ooh, now they're trying to trick me. Let's look at this example, x equals 3 plus x. If I subtract x on both sides, I'm left with 0 equals 3. No way. That would be no solution. Let's do the next one. 5x minus 3 equals 5x minus 3. When you subtract 5x on both sides, you get negative 3 equals negative 3, which is always true for all numbers, so that's identity or infinitely many solutions. And if 0 equals 1, that is not possible. 0 will never equal 1. All right, feel free to pause the video at this. Actually, you could stop the video at this time and work on the rest of your packet. Thank you.